in Introduction to Social Engineering, and I believe we've been enjoying the class. This is the last class in this module. We've learned a lot. We've learned a lot about social engineering. And what we are trying to make you is you just look at somebody, and when the person is talking, you are just looking like a pro that you are, like a pro that you are. You're just looking at the person and you know, just look and just reason, analyzing what the person is saying or the gesture. Just say this person is a scammer. That's what we're making you. Ability to identify when somebody wants to dupe or when somebody wants to scam or the tactics that they want to use to manipulate people in order to siphon information from them. I remain your cybersecurity awareness track instructor or trainer, and we'll just dive right into the last part of this module: social engineering trends and how to stay safe. There are social engineering trends. Now, the use of shorting links. I think we mentioned of this the other time. We really did these guys. Yes, a lot of them, these guys like that, they hide the real link behind shorting links, combination of smishing and phishing, baiting with you know, relevance using seasonal celebration. I explained all this. I'll just run through them. Impersonation, targeted emails, spear phishing, hardware banking malware, trojans and opportunity scam, investment scam, mobile focused attack, sponsored social media ads. Now, how do you stay safe? This is very key. Please pay attention to this. Stop and think before you take any action, whether it is from the top trusted source or not. Stop and think about it. Don't be clouded by your emotions or by your emotions. Stop and think about it. Verify authenticity. You see the way that I verified the website of that American immigration. Verify authenticity before you go ahead with the action or the request. Verify authenticity is very, very important. Verify authenticity is very, very important. So now, access, access, when you access something, Zender's information, access Zender's information, access Zender's information. Now, what Zender's name or information. Now, what this means is don't just believe the Zender is from a trusted. Try to access it. Sometimes they hide rubbish, address under some names they put on the send from. So access the Zender information to know what who is who from where. Understand? Report Sorosoke, speak loud. Sorosoke means speak louder or speak out or speak up. I think which one is even see. Just speak the one that you think is correct. So speak loud, speak louder, speak up. Okay, so report when you see something fishy, when you see something unusual, see an unusual behavior, kindly report. Report. Don't just keep it to yourself. Some people have kept something like this. They've kept something like this to themselves, and it has caused an organization a huge financial loss, even reputational damage. So yes, report, report, report. Excuse me. Report, report, report. Okay, so now zero trust mindset. What is zero trust? Zero trust means you have 0% of trust when it comes to dealing with anything that happens that have to do with this. Anything that has to do with this. Just give me a second. Okay, okay, so just give me a second. I just need to confirm something. Trying to reach out. Okay, so yeah, let me just continue. Fine, let me just continue. So do this if that email contains a link or attachment. Now, these are the following things you should do if that email contains a link or attachment. Now, turn on 2FA. 2FA means two-factor authentication and have a strong password. Have a strong password. Have a strong password. Download apps only from your app store. Only from your app store. Download app only from your app store. You see that? Now, a lot of people go online to untrusted sites to download apps. They go to untrusted websites to download apps, which is not supposed to be. Now, have an antivirus installed on your system up to date. Don't go and use cracked antivirus. So, cracked antivirus is as cracked as possible. What I mean is, when you use cracked antivirus, you are exposing yourself to danger. You can use the free one, of course, but that will not protect you totally. But at least it's better than the cracked one. Because when you crack, you break something open because you do not want to pay for it. You would have tampered with some security controls that is associated with that thing. So when you are using a cracked stuff, because you crack it, somebody can also crack. You understand? Somebody can also crack something from that thing you crack and then use that as an advantage to access you or your system. So try your gut. Trust your gut. Sorry, trust your gut. So if your instinct is telling you this thing, this person is this thing is too good to be true, please trust your gut. Trust your gut. Trust your gut. Yeah. So we continue with how to stay safe. Yeah. So now we'll categorize it under vision, impersonation of physical, then phishing. How to stay safe. Generically, we've been able to enumerate how you can stay safe, generically. But now we are categorizing it under um, each of these methods. Okay, each of these methods. So yes, now vision. Confirm with whom you are speaking. If it is vision, you know what vision is. Vision is the social engineering type that uses phone to carry out their malicious message or malicious action. Yes, so confirm whom you are speaking with. Confirm whom you are speaking with. Policy to not provide any information to an unknown caller without first verifying their identity. Have that personal policy, even if you have it in your organization, or if you don't have it in your organization, have it as a personal policy that you will not give consent to release, or you will not release any sensitive information until you have verified the identity of the unknown caller. Verify an employee ID before answering any question to internal callers. So if somebody is calling you through an IP phone that is linked within the organization, that is internal, of course, other branch of that organization can call the same IP phone because it is IP, internet phone. Try and verify the identity of the employee to know if they are who they claim they are. These things are not hard. It's just that people neglect some of it's people's negligence. There's nothing hard in verifying to know and claim to know who the person claims to be. Then impersonation of physical. Now, strict physical security policy should be implemented. Don't be too polite. And don't be too polite because some people are too polite that they forget to follow the normal protocol. When it comes to their politeness, make them forget what they are supposed to do. Tech support identification. Any tech support that is reaching out to you, try and verify the identification, the identity. Identify them and verify that they are who they claim to be. Don't allow delivery people into the office. If anybody is delivering something, don't allow them into the inner office. They can give it to the clerk at the reception. Then the clerk can then distribute whatever it is to the appropriate persons. Phishing now. Now, ongoing security awareness training. Now, to cap everything up, this must be, you know, this must be implemented in the organization. An ongoing security awareness training. Educate users on red flags. Now, everything we've been talking about since the beginning of this module as simply red flags. How you can, pinpoint some anomalies, some um, uh, unusual, behavior and activity, and be able to determine, okay, this is the kind of, this is the method, this is the trick, this is the strategy. Red flags, those red flags, be able to like shorten lanes is a red flag. All those red flags, educate users on these red flags and what to look out for. The way we have analyzed some example and we've pinpointed, some very important things to look out for. Frequent and random phishing simulation tests to keep awareness top of mind. Phishing simulation. Phishing simulation is very key. So in phishing simulation, it means that you are trying to simulate, how the real phishing will be when it's real, it really happened in real time, like a real life scenario. So you simulate it and then launch it across the organization to see and test, the level of, understanding of the employees within the organization of what social engineering is and how to discover or detect phishing emails or phishing strategies or tricks.